Greetings everybody, this is Busy Gamer Dad back again for our third and final installment of our session gameplay series on Startup Panic. So in case you didn't know, session gameplay series here on the Busy Gamer Dad channel, we take a look at a game that's good to pick up, put down, pick up again at a later date, start stop style for the busy gamer to have fun with, unwind with after a busy work week, after time doing the adulting thing, doing the responsibility thing. Come back to a game to unwind and relax and rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. You can I try and show these games off that way you guys see there are games out there that you don't have to invest a huge amount of sit down time in one session to feel like you made progress, that we can actually play games and relax and unwind and not feel too badly about it. Do your homework, write that paper, submit that report, fold that laundry, do those dishes, then come sit down for about 20-30 minutes, maybe 40 if you feel you have the energy and the time. Relax, and there's all different types of games we cover here on the Busy Gamer Dad channel. This week we're looking at a bit of a tycoon simulator, a enterprise simulator. Startup Panic, I believe, is available across all platforms, even mobile. So I'll have the link for the Steam page at least down for you guys down in the YouTube description. I'll have the game description for you guys as well. If you recall, in our last episode, we had a bunch of employees. We were closing in on the LEAP award, which is a major milestone in our game. If you don't meet these milestones, you actually get a save state, as it were, that jumps you back to a previous point in your timeline so you can try again. So it's not like you fail your game. It just puts you back at a time where you first get the task or the objective. And if you can do it in I believe they try and space it out based on the amount of time you have that they believe that you can do it. But these objectives are triggered by certain features that you unlock, I've found out. And I've played this game offline for a little while, and I'm going to show you guys something really exciting and something very interesting. You'll notice our entire roster has changed because I failed. I was trying to do a little bit more of a time lapse, a little bit more of a jump, and I completely and totally bombed or whiffed or what have you. I mean, it was abysmal. We got hacked several times. 2 employees left the company. 1 just resigned straight out. And I remember Ada got we had an event where a competitor called us about Ada, and I said do nothing and gave Ada a promotion, and she still left, or not promotion but a salary bump, and she still left. And so I was unable to even come close to getting all the items needed for this objective, the 7 features above, or 13 features above the rank of 7. So I restarted with a fresh slate, and I have 3 employees. I went, I think, a little too hard, too fast, and that was becoming very stressful for me as well. So what I did was I took a training track, essentially. I made sure I trained my employees and myself to get a lot more points, because I think I figured out how this game works now, where like case in point, like here, you'll see that we have pretty high scores overall on everything, but a couple up here are weak. But if we go into, let me see here, can I actually go in there? Let's look at one of these right here. Nope, I need the research this one. Let's do the video track right here, send a video feature. Okay. So it says recommended stats are 7, the estimated time is 30 days, and the cost is going to be $5,555. Not a big deal. I won't do this one, but I just want to put her on here. It's going to give me a warning that says, hey, we don't have enough employees. That's fine. I'm just going to show you guys this that I figured out here, okay? And I will click proceed because we're not locked into it. You can X out at any time. But this recommended stat and the recommended employees, I knew the recommended employees was critical. The recommended stats are actually also very critical. So these 3 bits of information up here, you have to be looking at and trying to understand the buzzwords for. So like sending a video, you want the technology to be there because you're doing some things with technology. You're sending a video, but when you're asking users to do something, usability is the big keyword for takeaway of like these type of utilitarian tasks of sending videos, sending text messages, sending information. Now, if you're doing something like that's HTML, there's a buzzword for that. If there's a couple of data conversion words, that's technology. And then aesthetics is design. Anything that looks a certain way, anything that might need a logo or something like that. And you'll note here that we don't even get close to the 7 on any of our outputs. That's going to be the big kicker for making sure that you are where you need to be to take on these feature tasks or the contract jobs. And that in and of itself will dictate your success or failure. So also, case in point with contract jobs. Recommended stat 7, the minimum score is 7. Recommended stat 7, 6. So this minimum score is also super huge on if you can get your full payout or not. And if you're really good about reading what the tasks are and you know what the customer wants, then certainly take the higher recommended minimum score if you think you'll hit it, because those ones, and I say traditionally those ones, will have a little bit of a higher payout because of their difficulty scale. That's not always the case, and that's not always accurate, but like case in point on some of these ones here, like this is the one I'm going to take because the minimum score is a 4. It takes 1 employee. My recommended stats are 4. So if I were to take this job, I would put rows on it and I would continue and I would say, okay, this is designing minimalist t-shirt design. So your aesthetic needs to be huge. You also need to pay attention to this individual stats of your characters and your workers, and what they're good at, what they're bad at, what you might need to train them on. Now, lastly, anytime your employees get below I'm operating under a 65% motivation threshold. You may be able to go lower or higher depending. The last thing is if I go to my employee list, you can see the burnout on their faces. And this is actually a visual cue, not a numerically represented value of, hey, I'm getting burned out. So what I'm going to actually do right now is I have a little bit of cash and I'm going to send Rose on vacation. And Rose, when she's on vacation, she's going to have a great time. She's going to come back rested, rejuvenated. She can do a 40 plus motivation. And then a few other oddities and bits and bobs that I changed up from our last playthrough. I went down a different tree for our points. We do have 4 more points to spend, but I found out one very integral thing for your guys' game. These point costs scale depending on where you are in the game. So don't feel like you're going to be holding on to points and getting a whole bunch of buffs or pluses and minuses for your percentages. That's not how this game operates. I didn't realize it, but these actually scale. So this one was 3 when I bought it, but now this one turned into 4. This one turned into 5. I think it scales based on the number of talents or traits that you have unlocked, not necessarily where you are in the game story arc. And I say story arc or progress arc for certain things. So you want to make sure that you understand that mechanic as you're going forward. And I'm really looking to try and get this motivation gain up. I think that's my next one. It's either the motivation gain or it's the market development. And there's 2 of those. If you see right here, they're actually side by side, reuse market and then here, but it says the marketing development cost. You can read the flavor text. That's fine. That's important. But read the buffs or debuffs or increases or decreases that you're seeing, so you understand what exactly is being affected. And you can actually get a breakdown of what you currently have and what you are currently getting from everything. That's one thing I would like to say as a constructive criticism about the game, is there are good enough tooltips, but you're meant to also fumble around a little bit, and that may not be for everybody. Maybe kind of a turnoff, and I get that. And last thing I want to talk about before we get into the game proper is I went through and I bought a bunch of more stuff. I bought the desks that we could buy. I bought a bunch of comfort items. I think I was going to buy the game cabinet here next. But you can see the cumulative upgrades for your stats right here. You'll see them in our office. We got a little radio here, we got a fish tank, game system, TV, we bought the plant, there's the bookshelf, there's the chalkboard, whiteboard, there's a ghost that comes, or I guess you would call them a ghoul, because they're corporeal, they're not ether. And then we have a kitty in our filing cabinet, which is awesome. And then we have some AC to make the comfort a little bit better. We got the desks and we got a water cooler. I'm looking to, I think I want to do, if we do the water cooler, that might be nice. But this might have a bigger impact overall. That's a big chunk of change. But that finishes out our air conditioner, which is not a bad idea if you ask me. Or we could do, let's do the air conditioner, because I think that I want to try and finish out the air conditioner, because people are losing morale pretty quick, and I've noticed that morale is a huge thing to keep from spending money on sending people on vacation. So if I can spend this upfront now and reap the benefits over the course, that's probably a good idea. So I'm actually going to do that. And then we're going to get ourselves started up. So let's see here. I sent Rose on vacation. These two are working on development. I'm on vacation. I'm a little bit burned out, but we'll be back. All right, let's kick this off. So welcome back into the game proper after expressing, and so these are the random events that just naturally happen. After expressing their interest in their startup, the popular band The Kangaroos came to visit and gave an inspiring constant theme. Oh, nice. Great. Nobody's in the office at this point. Rose wants to extend her vacation. Sure. I have no problem with that. No problem whatsoever. There's only been one time, and that was in my bad playthrough, my dead playthrough, that I didn't extend the vacation. She wound up leaving right as I was on the cusp of fixing one of the features. All right, nice. I came back. Now I need to take on some contract work. Another thing that I noticed for your guys' playthroughs is these contracts refresh pretty much every month. So here's your monthly meter right here. It's broken down into 4 weeks. Each one of these is a week, and every month has 4. That's just the way their calendar runs. So even though February traditionally only has like 3, I don't take this as gospel, as the truth, but make sure that you guys are looking at this, because I believe February being the second month, it still has 4 weeks, so it's a little bit inconsistent with what we might remember or what we might use in our world. All right, we'll do this guy right here. We need to get a little bit of money. So the aesthetics is huge. So we want to make sure that we're getting as close to the overall 4 for the stat that we want. The usability doesn't need to be too high and technology really low. So let's hope this is accurate. We'll see if this holds true. And we'll figure out if not. So being that I have some disgruntled employees, I thought this would be a good time for a dad joke. If a pig loses its voice, what happens? It becomes disgruntled. Da-dum-sh. So there's our dad joke. Oh no, our feature release. We're trying to rework. Wow, so this was at an 8.8 and now it's at, wow, we actually lost. I didn't know it would go down. Good to know. So I need to get back in there. Let's do a post. We don't need to do a post-mortem because we know that this technology is way too high for the search. And we know that the usability was really low and the aesthetic was really low. They want to launch a surprise party. We have the $1,000. Let's do it. Congratulations, everybody's motivation. So I've also taken to pausing the game. I was trying to really, strong arm or force my way through. Really, you shouldn't be doing that. You should absolutely be pausing the game and taking a look at things. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take our stats, the last 2 people that were on here. We're going to do clear. So I left these the way they were before. So if we can dial this way down, then it seems, because I don't know if we don't have the right people for this. We don't have the right people for this. But if I do this, we might. We'll take those 2. Let's bring everything back to 0, and it shows you where you were before. So the technology was good when it was at 8.1. But here's the trick that I want to show you guys. See, so these 2 were the ones who were working on it. Now it's at 1.4. So Yeah, see, there's an inconsistency with who you have working on it because of their stats. So let me put this 8.7. Can I remove you? 1.4. So yeah, see, that's where, let's see if I do this and this, 1.7. Yep. So I'm gonna, let's put the original 2 back on here, because if I drop this down to half and bring that up, I can't leave that the way it is. You know what? You can also put more than one person on there. It extends the days. But let's see if we can figure out a way to get ourselves where we need to be. The usability needs to be almost maxed out, it seems. But I can drop the technology down again, and I can bring the aesthetics up. So the aesthetics were almost maxed out when they were pretty low. They were probably here. So if I bring this up just the 2, and I bring the usability up, let's develop it. Because I want to get that done, because I want to start branching out into these next fields. I don't know if I want to go down this track or if I want to go over on this track here. And that's something that you need to decide for your gameplay as well. Because like I was saying before, some of these are milestones, trigger points within the game's story arc, where if you are opening or unlocking certain ones of these, it kicks off certain events. I believe if you get up into here, like if you do the multi-language one, you start the investors coming in, and that's up to you if you want to do that. That's certainly an integral part of the game, having the investors. I have yet to take any money from the bank for any loans or anything like that. I'm not looking to do that because I don't need to expand at this point, but that's kind of a big thing for making sure that you guys are like, this is your interest, this is the loan amount, this is the payment. You know, if you know anything about finance, you'll definitely need to understand what, if you don't know anything about finance, you definitely need to make sure that you're understanding what these loans really entail. And at the end of it, if you want to, you know, you'll need this, as I understand it, as you get really far into the game for like the bigger rental places and such. Nice, we got it. We got all the payout, and that will really help out with a cash flow increase. So let's take a look here. Still motivated. I'm actually going to send myself out for training, and I want to get more usability. So we'll use half of the money that we got, and we'll get ourselves out for some training. I think we're still in a pretty good spot. We have 13 that are above that point. It shouldn't, oh, see, there was a little poltergeist. If we have any fall off though, we're gonna have a bad time. Nice, we got a point in our usability. So let's pick up some contract work. Let's see here, designer, product designer with experience, user interfaces. So this is the usability of it. 7 and 7, that's a bit risky. 7 and 6, this is a Photoshop for logo, so that's aesthetics. That's 2 employees. This one is another banner. Which one paid more? This one paid more. 6 and 7, 7 and 7. Okay. 2 employees, 1 employee. T-shirt design. Wow. 5. Oh, so there it is, the recommended store. Let's take the risk. Let's do this one. Let's see what happens, because we do have pretty good aesthetic. Not like perfect. You can also go this far and not take the job if you don't want to. So let me pull this down, because usability on a logo is not, I think, super integral. Let's bring that up. So we have there, and our minimum score has got to be a 7. Let's try it out and let's see. I've had failures. I have. And a lot of contracts, when they fail, they really do negatively impact your user base. You want to be taking the contract work as much as possible. So I'm trying to get ourselves, the research is done. Okay, so that one got pretty close. 9.6. We got the trait point. We need to get this dialed back down again. We're at a 9.6. The technology needs to be above a 7. And I think it... Oh, someone wants to join our startup. A famous UX. Oh, let's see the details. Ooh, you're kind of expensive, though. Clumsy, office furniture, influence probably looks normal, but they can increase their market. Oh. No, Robin. Thank you so much, but I don't think you're going to fit well right now. We don't have the capital to hold you. Now we have our extra point. Oh, the event was happening. Sorry. That's why. See, knocked it out of the park. Perfect. Great. And that was an extra 5,000 bucks. Absolutely. So we're going to pause our game. We're going to go inside here. I think I want to do the motivation because we're definitely going to need it. So let's do the motivation. Now watch. Now this should test it out. This was 5. This is still 5. This is still 5. That's still 5. Okay, everything is still 5, which is great. Motivation. Another one for motivation gain from vacation, which is okay. Now I'm going to go down. I believe my next one is going to go down this way because of the bonuses you get for the vacation cost reduction as well as the training cost reduction. So if I get these two next, that's going to be huge. All right. And then I want to see who's free. You guys are all free. You two can go on vacation together. Let's do a group vacation. I unlocked these before and these were a lot of fun. 40, let's see here. If I did 1 and 2, yeah, okay. We currently don't have any discounts or anything like that, so that's gonna cost us that much, but you'll both get that much back from it. But if I were to send you individually, let me see here. So 2,400 if I were to send you 1,000. It's cheaper to do it individually. So let's just do it individually. You can go see some dinosaurs. Murray, you can go see some dinosaurs. And then Rose is currently working. No, Rose is free. Awesome. We're going to train up Rose a little bit more. We're getting a lot of aesthetics jobs, but I don't want to lean too far into it. Let's give her some marketing. I want her to have some marketing. And then we'll fast forward. So I'm the only one in the office working away alone. This startup sucks. A popular YouTuber has asked permission to review. Let's see. Probably glowing reviews, so that should go up. Nice, it went up quite a bit. And you'll see that we're actually kicking butt. We're neck and neck with Allberg Industries. Okay, so she got a point, which is awesome. Let's have her come in here. I don't think there's anything. I think we've got all our trait points. This is 2 employees. This is 2 employees. 2 employees. Oh, you know what? Let's go back out and let's have her do the research to unlock uploading videos. Let's go down that road. Let's have her. Oh, I'm free. Oh, we do have 2 employees. Maybe I want to take a step back real quick. Nice, nice. Okay, so let's pause the game. Let's go into features. Okay, so the technology is it's still low here. So let me see here. Let's revise this one. We had the 3 of them working on it before, and you know what? I'm gonna strong arm it again, and I'm gonna bring this one down just a little bit. I'm gonna bring this up. That should get us to where we need to be. Let's do one there, one there. Perfect. Because oh no, I need to bring you up just one more point. There. Perfect. Yes. Excellent. You know what? We'll do one more point. Let's see if we can do one more point. If I go down. Oh, if I had the ability to enter in numbers there, that'd be great. But we don't. All right, so now I think it's just me who's free. I'm free. So let's get some contract work going, because we need to make sure that we're doing the contract work. This is product designer work. 7-7, 7-6, 2 employees, 1 employee, a few banners. 7-7, 4-8, but we need 2 employees. You can risk it if you really wanted to, if you have like a really stellar employee, to go in and do these two employees with a single person, but it is not, I've never had it really pay out too well. Let's do this one here, and we'll grab us, and this is design. Let's see, can we get anywhere near where we need to be? No, we can't. We're probably gonna lose. Let's see, what about you? This tells me that I need to train a little bit. Well, I got close to this one. You know what? Instead of doing a contract job, let's send me out for training with training, and we'll do aesthetics. Because it seems like we're getting a lot of aesthetics jobs. So let's grab that, and then we'll fast forward through. Nice, awesome, good stuff. I have been tinkering around with this search feature forever, and I have not gotten it completed until just now, which is great because I'm glad I got the trait point for it. And that's the last thing I can recommend. A 7. Okay, we got it once. All right, let's do some contract work now. So see, now these are refreshed. I believe these are all brand new. Yes. So 2 employees, 1 employee for t-shirt design, aesthetics. You know what? Let's put our aesthetics to the test. We need a minimum of 4. Let's bring that up to 4. Usability can go right there. Technology for a t-shirt design is probably really low. Let's bring up the aesthetics all the way then. So at the beginning of the month, those refreshed. And I figured that out as well. So again, those are the ebbs and flows of the game that you want to try and learn. I was going way too hard the first time. I was like speed running the game, and I was really sacrificing a lot of my market share and a lot of my cash in production for it. As we get through the game, so the feature's done. 10, still low, nice, but we got it. We got technology 10, usability 10, perfect. I'm just gonna leave this alone because we got the point for it, and we got it where I think we need it to be. So let's go into, the contract's done. Did we do it? 10s all around, perfect. Awesome stuff. Okay, so we're in a good spot for Leap. We're gonna do some research. Well, actually, let me double check. Every time you finish something, you should be checking your employee list, or at least that's where I've gotten myself, because you can see Rose burned out. So I'm gonna train Rose just one more time, and then I'm gonna send her on vacation, I think, because she's at that 65 threshold. I want to get her aesthetics up, and then for you two, let's see what we can do here. Do I need to? That takes 3 employees. This one takes 3 employees. This one takes 3 employees. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have to do the market share if we want, or the research. Let's do the research. Recommended stats are 9. Let's have me do it, and then we'll see what kind of success we get from that. And then for these two, let's do the group training. Let's do a group training session, because you get more points from your group training session. They may not be exactly what you want, but you know, you get your most usability from this. I want to try and bring up the technology of our group. So this one is the tech 2 to 4. This one is 2 to 4. You know what? Let's do 18K, 9K. Is it still cheaper to send them individual? Oh, I don't have the modifier I did for my first playthrough, so I'm just going to do the individual training. So I'll have you do that one there. And you know what? Actually, for Murray, I'm going to have you do your usability up. Get your usability up right there. And then we'll continue on. So, Job Hunter. Do 20 contract jobs. Perfect. Excellent. Excellent stuff. Allbergs with all the alluring and whatever. Yeah, but I'm in a much better position now. I've got way higher market share than I did in my previous playthrough. Nice, she got 2 points from her training. He's probably gonna get like 1 point. I'll be excited if he gets more. As if a bad review wasn't enough. A blog post criticizes you, your company, and your employees have surfaced. I will not reply. Don't engage the trolls. Only 1 point for the aesthetics. 1 point. I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. Now we're gonna pause. We're gonna send Rose out on vacation. She needs it. She's earned it. She's done great things. Let's send her out, and then we'll go in here. We'll do some contract work with the two of you guys. Let's see here. Where's a good two-person job? This one is a logo one. Minimum score 8. Ooh, that's gonna be kind of rough. Minimum score 4. Recommended stats. Colorful banner. You know what? Let's do it. We have two really good and competent people. We'll bring this up to here. There. Again, the technology doesn't need to be really high. It's a banner. Bam. Let's do it. So this is Busy Gamer Dad doing our last session recording for our 3-part series of session games on Startup Panic. I really like this game. Like I said, I had a failure that I had to retool my entire strategy for this game, but that's what I like about this enterprise game. I like filling the meters up and making all the things tick and hum with authority and good things. And I took a step back and I reevaluated how I was operating, and it gave me actually a really good understanding of, oh, maybe I don't want to go super far and get like 3 or 4 legs ahead of the company with really bad features. I'd rather have maximized all my features that I currently have with what stats I can get, and you know what, it's paid out, and I've done a lot more training and I've controlled the system a lot better. So like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. Thank you very much for stopping by. We'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye.